Help from your peers will always be yours. They are with you for life to provide the basis for the future. My advice to you is to continue to be educated and reap the rewards of success it brings. Gabanunga, Wenanga, thank you for listening.
Thank you, Mr. Davidson. Welcome to Moree Secondary College 2018 Year 12 Farewell Assembly and Presentation Ceremony. This is a busy time and we appreciate the efforts made by everyone in coming here today. We would also like to welcome Ms. Marika Gruting, representing the CWA, and Mr. Yang Cheng, representing Sutherland, Reid and Farrer. Yang was a former student of our school. I now invite Mr. Peter Sheargold, the Executive Principal of Moree Secondary College, to address the Assembly. Thank you.
Morning, everybody. We show our respect to and acknowledge the Gamilaroi people as the traditional custodians of this land. The cultural footprint is reflected in the surrounding landscape. We pay our respects to elders past and present and to future elders who are here with us at Moree Secondary College. Thank you, Mr. Marnie and Alex, for the National Anthem, and thank you, Auntie Nolan, for your welcome to country. It's most appreciated. Well, welcome to the graduating class of 2018, and welcome to your parents and friends and family. We're gathered here today to celebrate your graduation and reflect on your time here at Moree Secondary College. I will address most of my remarks to Year 12 as it's your day. It will not be a long-winded reflection on your school years, more like a fireside chat without the fire. Today, Year 12 presented to us formally for the very last time. They brought great credit on themselves and our school with the things that they've done over the years that they've been in our care. During the last week of school, there is potential for some untoward things to happen, and these are heightened by youthful enthusiasm and the urgings of a crowd, but to your credit, you showed wonderful restraint. You may not think so, Year 12, but collectively, you are very fortunate. You live at a time and in a country where you still have freedom. You are graduating from a wonderful public school. The good news is, it's now your turn. Your turn to get out in the world and make a difference. Your turn to take the future by the scruff of the neck. And your turn to shine. I'm proud to say that I believe the staff at Moree Secondary College have done a wonderful job in preparing you for these challenges. The many extra hours that staff have dedicated to Year 12 this year when preparing HSC major works or running morning lessons is a credit to them and to you. And it's not over yet. Every day these coming holidays we will see staff and students on site revising for the HSC. It's wonderful to think that because so many staff have offered their time, we had to put a timetable together so that there were no clashes, meaning kids didn't have to choose between revising for a particular subject. As I creep closer to the end of my career as an educator, 38 years and counting, I'd like to ask each of you to do me a personal favour. Do something great with your life. Sometime in the future I want to hear about an incredible scientific breakthrough that you've achieved, or some earth-shattering sporting achievement, an Academy Award maybe. I want to be able to say to the other guys in the nursing home, I was the principal of those kids' school. And in return, I'm going to offer you a little bit of advice, whether you want it or not. Stay true to what are the best things about you and the best things that you've experienced here at Moree Secondary College. Continue to expose yourself to new ideas. Trust your instincts. Think for yourself. As Brock so succinctly put it when discussing his major work with Mr. Davison, I just eyeballed it. Value literature, art, music, and history. And no, I don't look like Stalin. I don't think. The world is changing so rapidly, if Facebook were a country, it would be the third biggest nation on earth. The number of text messages sent on an Apple device every day exceeds the number of people on the planet. Somebody's obviously using my share because I'm not doing it. I don't need to tell you that we live in a wonderful country, but we still have a long way to go. A number of challenges remain, and new ones poke their head up every day. Threats of civil liberties, the threat of terrorism, the impact of climate change, the world where true political leadership seems to have been forgotten and replaced by self-interest. And in some ways, the world that is more deeply divided than it's ever been. So it's up to you, young people, to rise to those challenges. Look for the core of what makes a person human and appreciate what makes them unique. When you find something that moves you or upsets you, do something about it. You have a voice, I've heard it. Speak up, especially when someone tries to keep you silent. Take a stand for what is right. You may not always be popular, but you'll be part of something bigger than yourselves. Remember, as an adult, sadly, you are responsible for your own actions and the consequences of those actions. Stephen Covey, famous for the 7 habits of highly effective people, said it best when he said, you can't talk yourself out of situations you behaved yourself into. Think about that. And don't worry what people think about you. In all likelihood, they're more worried about what you think about them. They're probably envious because it takes a lot of courage to follow your heart and your instincts, and it's not for the faint-hearted. Don't be afraid to have a dream. Because one of the most amazing things about this world is that dreams can come true. As the Lorax says, it's not about what it is, it's about what it can be. It won't be easy, but it's far better than spending your life wishing you were doing something and feeling disappointed that you didn't do it. Some of you may be a little overcome at the moment, feeling that there is something that you're supposed to do with your life, but you don't know what it is. That happens. You have time on your side. Let things settle into place first. But having said that, Jacob, don't wait too long. As the American comedian Milton Berle said, if opportunity doesn't knock, build a door. No. Time for a couple of do's and don'ts. Actually, one do and a couple of don'ts. Do, find something that you believe in, get behind it, and as I said before, the world could be in some trouble, so you guys need to help it all it can. Don't sit on the sidelines wishing that things would change. Things can change, but it's going to take a lot of young men and women just like you to make it happen. Margaret Mead, the famous anthropologist, said, never believe that a few thoughtful, caring people can't change the world. Indeed, it's the only thing that ever has. Don't get too wrapped up in body image. Sadly, eventually, gravity will take hold and it gets the better of even the most beautiful of us. Integrity, honesty and personality are the That they are qualities that don't fade with time, so work on them. Before I finish, I'd like to thank our school leaders, Chantel, Patty, that was pretty impressive, Ty and Jasmine. It's been an absolute pleasure to have worked with you. You've done the college and yourselves proud, and you've taken your roles very seriously. And your families are very proud of you, I know. And I'm very much looking forward to working with our new school leaders, Alia and Chris and Shanika and Brad over the next 12 months. I can tell you're now wondering, is he about to finish? Almost. Not quite. A couple of important things that I've learned over the years as an educator. Wear comfortable shoes. You never know when you might have to break into a sprint. Never argue with an idiot. It's an argument you can't win. Keep track of your friends, because you'll not make friends like the ones you've made at high school. I'm catching up with some guys I went to school with in November, and we're celebrating 45 years since we finished our HSC. Life is short. While you're out there changing the world and giving me something to brag about in the nursing home, cram as much fun into it as you possibly can. As Dr. Seuss says, Year 12, you'll move mountains. So be your name Braden or William or Ben, or Alex, Samantha or Jen, be it Nicholas, Jasmine, Victoria or Renee, you're off to great places. Today is your day. Your mountain is waiting, so get on your way. Good luck in 12.
Before proceeding with today's academic award presentations, you will notice that some students will also collect effort and attendance awards. The allocation of effort awards. Ty Beerman, first in agriculture, third in industrial technology medal, attendance award and effort award. Dave Ferris, first in visual design. Liam Benson, first in industrial technology, timber, third in English advanced, attendance award and effort award. Jasmine Carroll, first in mathematics, Scott Stewart Award for first in Extension 1 mathematics, first in English advanced, first in ancient history, first in physics, second in legal studies, attendance award and effort award. Emily Cosgrove, first in PhD, first in English Standard and effort award. Chantel Hubert, first in legal studies, first in biology, first in community and family studies, first in society and culture, second in English advanced, attendance award and effort award. Samantha Hetherington, first in general mathematics. Davin Jackson, first in English Extension 1, second in mathematics, third in chemistry by distance education. Rox Johnson, first in design and technology, third in industrial technology, timber. Mr. Yang Chen, first in video, digital imaging, attendance award and effort award. Jake Lee, first in sport, lifestyle and recreation. Shania McMillan, first in exploring early childhood, first in food technology, second in English studies, second in hospitality and effort award. Patrick Montgomery, Sutherland Breeden Farrer Award for first in business studies, first in industrial technology medal, first in primary industry, second in physics and effort award. Alexandra Roach, first in visual arts, second in community and family studies, third in ancient history, third in society and culture and effort award. Caitlin Story, second in general mathematics, second in ancient history, second in society and culture, third studies, second in dance, second in visual design, second in exploring early childhood, third in English studies, third in visual arts and ethnic. And Claudia Turner, first in photography, video and digital imaging.
Del Cubas. Kelly. William Walker. Samantha Hetherington. Hayne Perkins. Jack Ray. Nicholas Sim. Victoria Smith. Ella Sweeney. Claudia Turner. Taylor Woodley. Acknowledges one student for their outstanding commitment to fair play, encouragement of their peers, achievement in their sporting disciplines, and overall contribution to their school's weekly sporting program. The Caltex All-Rounder Medal is awarded to a student who has performed outstandingly in the classroom, in many cultural events, and in the wider community. It takes into account attitude, conduct, leadership, and service, as well as academic performance. The recipient for both these awards for 2018 is Patrick Montgomery. Congratulations. Reuben F. Scar believed that with hard work, common sense, and a purpose, all goals were achievable. He thought that young people who are persistent and dedicated are the ones who ultimately reach their goals. The Reuben F. Scar Award for consistent effort and a desire to improve is awarded to Emily Cosgrove. Well done. The Paul Philp Memorial Award is for spirit and determination. Paul was a past student of the school who displayed these qualities both in the classroom, around the school, and on the sporting field. This year's winner is Taylor Swan. Would Chantel Cubis, the 2017 recipient of the CWA Seniors Medallion for Service, please come forward to accept the gift from Mrs. Gruting. This year, this medal is presented to Hayley Swan. Shield Memorial Award for commitment to education is given for encouragement and for determination to succeed in academic studies. It is a testament to Sarah, who was a past student of our school and who exhibited these qualities in every endeavour she pursued. The Year 12 student of 2018 to be awarded this prize is Leah Bexton. Well done, students, and thank you, Mrs. Wilson. I invite Mr. Peter Sheardog, Executive Principal of Moray Secondary College, to the stage to present the remainder of these awards. Gordon and Norma Kirkby were wonderful supporters and stalwarts of the school. It is fitting that our leaders for 2018, Chantel Cubis and Patrick Montgomery, are awarded the Gordon and Norma Kirkby Memorial Prize for School Candidates. The Australian Defence Force Principal Certificate of Excellence Awards have been awarded to Jamie Clissold, Chantel Cubis, Elliot Harris, Story. Well done, students. The University of New England Award and the University of Newcastle Award are presented to students who have indicated a desire to attend these institutions and who have achieved academic success in their studies this year. The University of New England for academic excellence is presented to Jasmine Harrell. And Chantel Cubis. The University of Newcastle Award for Academic Excellence is presented to Caitlin Story. Congratulations, ladies, on your success. Equal third in Year 12 on assessment is awarded to Patrick Montgomery. And Caitlin Story. Like our other memorial awards, Mr. Harry Sullivan was a wonderful supporter of the school and the community in general, and it is very fitting that the Harry Sullivan Memorial Award is awarded to the student who has been placed first in Year 12 on assessment. Joint winners for 2018 are Jasmine Carroll and Chantel Cubis.
Congratulations on reaching an important milestone in your life. You have completed your school education, which opens the doors to many new and exciting opportunities. Whatever career path you choose to pursue, we know that you'll put 100% effort into it. During your time here, you've been excellent role models and mentors to students in upcoming years. Congratulations on the completion of Year 12. Good luck in your final examinations and all the best for your future endeavours. I'd now like to call upon the stage Chantel Cubis and Patrick Montgomery, outgoing school captains for 2018, who will now respond on behalf of Year 12.
Welcome parents, teachers, friends, family, and most importantly, the graduating class of Moree Secondary College for 2018. I'm Patrick Montgomery.
And I'm Chantel Cubis, and we have had the privilege and honour of being your school captains for 2018. Yet most importantly, we've had the pleasure of being the friends and fellow students of the graduating class of 2018.
In 1899, Charles Dewell, the Commissioner of the US Patent Office, stated, "Everything that can be invented has been invented." He could not have been more wrong. The last century has involved some of the most significant advances in human history, and education has allowed this progression. In a world that is becoming even busier by each day, competition for jobs has grown. Many applicants require the ability to think innovatively and present new ideas. We believe the education that our peers and we have received throughout our time at Moree Secondary College has given each of us the best chance at succeeding in whatever field we decide to pursue within the future.
This would obviously not have been possible without the tremendous amount of support and encouragement we have received. So we'd like to start by thanking everyone who's contributed to our journey and have encouraged us to carry on, no matter what challenge or drama we were facing.
To our parents and families who have consistently supported us through this journey. Throughout our 13 years of schooling, you have always been there for us to lend support, and we cannot thank you enough for everything you have done. The people we are today is because of you, whether that be for good or for bad.